Hey, shalom, shalom. It's the Ak Azaria. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, pushing his truth in the four corners of the winds, right? The four winds of the corners of the earth. Salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwai that subscribe to the truth. And I just want to go into a lesson, titled "The Lord Don't Play About You." Because it's a popular saying, today that people say, and they say it with pride. They say it prideful, man. They boast, they say, the Lord don't play about me. The Lord don't play about me. You know, you know. I hear that a lot, and mainly it be with, it be with Jake Eve, but it's people out here really, they really feel that way, which, the Lord, the Lord chose Israel, at the end of the day, He chose the blacks, Hispanics, and the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, but 2/3 of Israel, man, they provoked the Lord to anger, man, to destroy him, and the Lord don't want to do that, the Lord want to save, you know, Israel, man, but 2/3, man, hey, they gotta, they gotta, they gotta go through that second death, man, you know. So let's get some of these scriptures, man, and let's see who the Lord really doesn't play about, man, right? So this is Proverbs 18:10, and it reads, "The name of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe." You see? You see? Call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, man. You see? If you're not righteous, man, then you're not seeking the Lord, man, while He is near, man. Because the Lord is coming, like a thief in the night, man. So if you're not seeking the Lord, man, it's going to show, man, because the Lord going to catch you off guard, man. He going to catch you in your bull crap, right? You know? So, the Lord, the Lord know who He don't play about, man. You know? You could boast, all you want, man. You know? But it's all in your acts, man. It's all in your behavior, man. Right? The righteous run into it and it's safe, man. So that's who the Lord don't play about, man. The righteous, man, who meet the Lord halfway, man. Right? Right? The wives, man. Right? Of the bridegroom, man. The elect, man. So let's get another scripture, man. Let's get okay, let's get James 2:17, and I'm gonna drop down and get 26. And it reads, "Even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone." You see? "For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead." You see? So you can have faith all you want, man. You could believe and believe, man. But but the Lord, He weighs your actions, man. You see? The Lord's eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun, man. You know? You know? And love is an action, man. You know? For what greater love that a man have to lay his life down for a brother, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, what greater love than that, man? A greater action, man. What greater action than it is for that, man? For you to give up your life for another, man. Come on, man. That's love, man. Love is an action, man. Right? So let's get Proverbs 16 and 18, man. It reads, "Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty heart." And then Salakia, "Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall," man. That's right, man. So you can't boast yourself, man. You know. As a matter of fact, let's get that, man. You know. This is James 4. And, matter of fact, let's get that in the blue letter. This is James 4 and 15, man. So you can't just, you can't just call it the way you want to see it, man. You got to work for this, man. Don't you work for everything else you want, man? Don't you work for that money from Esau on that job? You know? Hey, the Lord says, store yourselves treasures in heaven, man. Right? So this is James 4 and 15, man. It says, "For that ye ought to say, if the Lord, for that ye ought," I'm gonna read up, Salaki. I'm gonna read up. I'm gonna start at 15. "For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that." You see? You can't just say, "Hey, man, hey, the Lord don't play about me." Nah, man, you gotta leave it to the Lord, man. You know, do your work, meet the Lord halfway, man. Hey, cause actions speak louder than words, man. So, hey, love Him with your actions, man, and He gonna love you back, man, with action. You know, the righteous run to the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and it's safe, man. So the Lord knows who's running to Him, man. The scriptures say his arm is not shortened that it cannot save, and his ear is not heavy that it cannot hear. So it's all about who's running to Him, man. Who's talking to who's praying to Him, you know, you know. So kind of, and it reads right here. Let's get this NLT, James 4 and 17 NLT, and it reads, "Remember, it is sin to know what you ought to do and then not to do it." Okay, I'm gonna go up to 16, Salaki. Verse 16 is what I wanted. Oh, now my phone wanna act up now. See that? I'm gonna get it. So this is yeah, man. I'm just trying to show, in James 4 and 16 in the NLT, right? Basically that it put it in plain words, man, that boasting is not good, man. You know? So it reads right here. Otherwise, right, if you say, if the Lord, if you don't say if the Lord will, basically if you just going off of what you feel or what you think, right? Otherwise, you are boasting about your own plans, and all such boasting is evil. You see? Because all judgment goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai, So yeah, man. Let's get one more. And let's get John 17 and 6, right? And it reads, "I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world." You see? That name, you see? "Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word." You see? See, those are the men that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua does not play about, man. He actually, he made sure, man, that those men, that his elect received that name, man. Right? Right? And he gonna continue, man, to work with these men, and to be with them, man, through Jacob troubles, through all, man. He gonna put the spirit on them brothers to endure into the end, you know. Hey, Abaratazah, I'm one of them, man. So this is John 6:44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him. You see? And I will raise him up at the last day. You see? And this is Psalms 34:19-22. Many are the affliction of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. You see? Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. You see? So you got to know the names, man. The Lord have to be dealing with you, man. And I say that humbly, man. Right? So I hope this lesson was edifying, man. Hey, seek the Lord while he is nigh. Right? Right? Hey, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect, pushing this truth in the four winds of the earth. Salakia. Salutations, Salakia, salutations to the hopeful, to the sincere Akim and Akwai that subscribe to this truth. All right? Shalom. Till next time.